program starts in 5 minutes. This program starts in 2 minutes. This program starts in 1 minute. This program starts now.
Hello everyone, this is Swapan Gudaru and I welcome you all to the 29th episode of Beyond the Track webinar series hosted by Hyderabad Run. I've been part of Hyderabad Runners for almost 6 years now. I've participated in many of their amazing running and fitness initiatives. Some of them were AHM, Club Run and Outdoor Kids. I was a mentor in the Outdoor Kids program and it was a great experience helping the younger kids. Dear friends, November is our month. So this month, we, young hosts, welcome and interact with young Indian athletes who have surpassed all expectations and achieved great heights. Today, we have with us young athlete Mrunmayee Salgaonkar and her coach Ismail Beg. She has been training for the last 5 years and won several gold medals for India in rowing. It's a sport not many of us are familiar with and will be interesting to learn about it from our guests. I now welcome my friend and co-runner Nishka Jayasuriya to introduce Mrunmayee and coach Ismail sir. Over to you.
Thank you, Swapan. Hello, everyone. I'm Nishka Jayasuriya. So today we have two special people I'd like to introduce to you. I'm sure many of you must have done kayaking or river rafting for fun, but what about rowing? Not many of us know what goes into the sport rowing. It's a sport whose origin reaches back to the ancient Egyptian times. It involves propelling of a boat on water using oars. To be a successful rower, one needs to have a very tough mind and rigorously train the body. Having said that, let me introduce to you Mrunmayee Salgaonkar, a rower who competes internationally for India. Along with multiple medals for various events for India, her achievements include the third place for the women's 4 without coxswain at the World Junior Championship 2019. Coxswain is a person who steers the boat. Being a student myself, I know how difficult it is to manage your studying and your regular day to day life. I used to play golf, and I know a lot of time and effort goes into that. To that, imagine winning medals for India for that sport while getting a 92% in 10th class. That's Mrunmayee for you. The second person I would like to introduce to you is none other than the Dronacharya awardee Ismail Beg sir, who is the national coach for rowing since 2002. His personal achievements as a rower include prizes in national rowing championships as well as participation in the Asian Games. As a coach, he had many young athletes earn a staggering 156 medals, out of which gold is 35, silver is 60, and bronze is 61 for our country. Thank you both for joining us here today. We're looking forward to learning a lot from you. Over to you.
हेलो मृण्मयी, कैसे हो?
ठीक हो सर.
Hello everyone, Adab Hyderabad runners and good evening all. First, I'd like to thanks to Hyderabad runners. They give opportunity to on the webinar, through the webinar to our sports to reach so many people. I'd like to few minutes to introduce my sports. Most of the people may know, may not be know about the rowing. I'd like to say a few words about the rowing and introduce about this. The rowing is mostly the water sports based on the water. Actually, the rowing need a lot of endurance and power endurance sports, and also the most technical sports and the equipment base. One you can say it is one of the richest sports. Also, we need a lot of money to organizing and conducting the competitions. Also, in the rowing in the water, yeah, now indoor, maybe in the lakes and the rivers, improve the channels. Also, the rowing will be conducted on the indoor rowers and the machine rowings, the two trips. If we say that about the boat race, most of the rowing started in the Egyptian time. That time they use it for the transport and the other purpose. After the 17th, 18th century, the rowing already started at the competitions level. Yeah, most of the people know in the Cambridge and Oxford University race, still the race started from the 17th century till today. this race between the two universities is one of the famous competition between the rowing races. The rowing also most popular in the 18th century. Then come to the Olympic history from the beginning of the first Olympic when it started in the 1896. Unfortunately, the first Olympics, one of the four forces started in the first Olympics, but rowing is including from the first Olympic. Unfortunately, the rowing is not yet conducted due to some weather conditions. May not be suitable weather conditions. So the rowing is not started in the first. From the second 1900, the first Olympic race will be started the Olympic race. If you come to the Indian history, the game brings to by Britishers. They rowed by only British only. They not be allowed to the Indians that time. The first club they started in the Calcutta in 1858. Then after that they started in the Calcutta and Madras and Pune, so many clubs. After that they started the like ARAE, the Amateur Rowing Association of East. They including the Indian clubs, some Hong Kong, Rangoon, and Karachi, some Far East Asian countries. The competition between the clubs still they going the old traditions continue. If you come to the motor rowing in the India, after Rowing Federation started in 1976, this will be more popular to reach the most of the people and most of the states. The first including in the international level in 1982 in the Asian Games, which was conducted, hosted by the India, the first rowing, including the rowing 1982. After starting in the 1976, the first national championship, till we continue every year the rowing competitions. If you come to the Hyderabad, rowing the beginning from the Andhra Pradesh before, there was very popular in the Hussain Sagar Lake, the only one the club in the Hussain Sagar Lake. When it was more popular, when conducted the national games in the 2002, very successful national games by conducted in the Hyderabad. That time the rowing most popular and bring the lot of modern equipment by the Rowing Federation of the state government. After that, from 2002, the most of the national camps were conducted in the Hyderabad. I say proudly, I am the part of the national camp since the 2002 in the Hyderabad. We bring the glories to the Indian rowing. We won so many medals. Even already our host explained about the so many medals. And I say proudly, we qualify 5 times in the Olympics from the since Sydney to till the Rio. We are preparing for the Tokyo now. After that, we won the 24 Asian Games medals. Most of the people know the rowing is the unknown sports. This rowing, I say rowing is one of the sports. The most popular sports may not be won the so many medals in the Asian Games, but the rowing in the one so many medals. Okay, this is it's not like maybe cricket, some other sports may not be so popular, but in the performance side, we are very rich in the rowing sports. If you come to the Telangana rowing, we also start after the Telangana state right. In 2015, Telangana Rowing Association has come. After that, our Hyderabad and Telangana rowers doing the very well, especially in the sub-junior category. The last 5 years, we are the overall champions in India. Also, the so many junior rowers became international participants and also won the medals, and we won the national games and national medals. More especially, thanks to the Rowing Federation of India and the Telangana Rowing Association and Telangana government, there is a lot of support. We are continue training at Hussain Sagar Lake, especially sports school, Telangana Sports School, the Hakimpet boys and girls, and from the Hyderabad, various part of the Hyderabad, the parents and the students, so many is coming to for the practice. They given the full medals to the state and as well as the country in the international competitions. If you say a few words about the rowings, they are what is the rowing? The rowing actually is the 2 types. One is the sculling, other is the sweep rowing. If you say sculling means one person use the both hands when the sculling rowing, the 2 oars. In the sweep rowing, the one person use the only one oar, either left or right side. That is the difference. There are so many events. You can say in the screen, single means only one person in the rowing. This is a sculling event. The pair, that is the 2 persons. This is called a sweep rowing, and one person the right, one person in the left side. With the double scull, this is the sculling event. The 2 people, then cocks Coxswain force now is that the Coxswain 4 is may not be there now, only Coxless force on the Coxswain 8. The Coxswain 8 means that there is 9 people, 8 people rowing and 1 person the coxing. Even the Coxswain 4 also 1 person coxing. He is like a in the direction and the control the boats. And one important in the rowing, this is like we can say the blind boats. Most of the sports and the events finish in front of the line, in front of the face. But in the rowing, we have to finish in the backward. They're very difficult to maintain the course. That is a 13.5 meter on the track in the maybe the river, the lake, and whatever will be the rowing course is laying. And we have to row. We have to finish in the backside. We don't know where is where is the finish line. We have to keep in the line within the line. Like in the even we are not going in the on the road, we not to follow the proper lines, but we have to strictly stick in the lines. We can't do not cross the lines, so we have to go very straightly. We have to maintain the course. We have to keep the technique and the power and so many things we have to most. I can say again some introduction. Our single skull show that the video. This is a sculler Asian Games medalist, Olympian, the Swaran Sikh, Arjunavadi. Please, you can see the how is the rowing and the single scull rowing. You can see it on the video. The rower the pulling the oars, dig the blades in the water, cover up the boats going in the backwards. Now come to the sweep rowing. This is called the sweep rowing. The similar, the sculling, the before the video that shows the single sculler, each rower use the both hands and the 2 oars. In the sweep rowing, each rower use the 1 oar, either left side or right side. You can say the stroke side and bow side. This most important in the rowing, synchronizing, timing, togetherness, coordination. This is most important. So we need a lot of practice, a lot of energy to move the boat fast toward the finish line. This is about the rowing. Simply, just come to the over to the Mrunmayee.
हेलो एवरीवन. सो बेसिकली मेरी रोइंग की जर्नी ये 2015 में स्टार्ट हुई. मैंने 2015 में रोइंग करना स्टार्ट किया और फिर उसके बाद 2016-2017 में मैं अंडर 15 सब जूनियर कैटेगरी में खेली 2 साल. और फिर उसके बाद मैंने सिंगल स्कल में भोपाल और ओडिशा, केरला 3 जगह जूनियर नेशनल खेले. उसमें मुझे भोपाल जूनियर नेशनल 2018 में सिल्वर मेडल मिला सिंगल स्कल इवेंट में. और जैसे इंडोर रोइंग करके भी एक होता है, तो उसमें पौंडीचेरी में जूनियर कैटेगरी में मुझे गोल्ड मेडल मिला था. तो ये मेरी नेशनल लेवल तक की जर्नी थी. अभी मैं जूनियर से सीनियर कैटेगरी में गई हूँ. उसके बाद इंटरनेशनल लेवल
पीछे वाला स्लाइड.
सो इंटरनेशनल लेवल में फर्स्ट इंटरनेशनल 2018 में पार्टिसिपेट किया था साउथ कोरिया चुंगजू में. वो मेरा फर्स्ट इंटरनेशनल था. मैं डबल स्कल इवेंट में थी. उसके बाद तब सिर्फ पार्टिसिपेट किया था मैंने, मुझे कुछ मेडल जीता नहीं था मैंने. फिर 2019 में थाईलैंड में इंडोर एशियन चैम्पियनशिप था. तब मैंने 3 इवेंट्स में पार्टिसिपेट किया था. उसमें मुझे सिंगल स्कल में सिल्वर मेडल था. डबल स्कल में मेरी पार्टनर हरियाणा की अविनाश कौर थी. हम दोनों ने मिलके गोल्ड जीता था. और मिक्स 4 करके एक इवेंट होता है जिसमें 2 लड़के और 2 लड़कियां होती है, तो उसमें भी हमने गोल्ड मेडल जीता था. तो ये फोटो उसी की है. उसके बाद 2019 में टोक्यो में वर्ल्ड जूनियर चैम्पियनशिप थी. तो उसमें मैंने फर्स्ट टाइम स्वीप इवेंट में पार्टिसिपेट किया था. हम 4 में थे और उसके बाद अभी लास्ट इंटरनेशनल मैंने थाईलैंड पटाया को पार्टिसिपेट किया था। उसमें हम क्वाड्रुपल इवेंट में थे। वो भी स्कल 4 टाइप में होती है और वो मेरा लास्ट जूनियर इवेंट था। तो इतना मैंने अभी तक खेला है रोइंग में। उसके बाद जैसे मुझे रोइंग के साथ साथ डांस, रीडिंग, क्राफ्ट में भी बहुत इंटरेस्ट है। रोइंग के पहले मतलब रोइंग जब मैंने स्टार्ट किया था तब इतना इंटरेस्ट नहीं दिखाया था। उसके पहले मैं बस यही 3 चीज़ों में बहुत इंटरेस्टेड थी। पर अभी जैसे जैसे रोइंग करने लगी, खेलना स्टार्ट हुआ, वैसे वैसे अभी ये थोड़ा कम करने लगी हूँ।
वैसे भी बहुत क्लासिकल डांसर हो उसके बारे में।
हाँ, मैं कथक डांसर हूँ। उसके बाद जब मुझे भोपाल नेशनल में सिल्वर मेडल मिला था, तब मुझे खेलो इंडिया स्कॉलरशिप मिली थी। और उसके बाद इसी साल मैं जो टोक्यो ओलंपिक हो रहा है उसके कैंप के लिए मैं सिलेक्ट हुई थी। और अभी तो पेंडेमिक चल रहा है, इसलिए अभी हम कैंप में नहीं है, प्रैक्टिस थोड़ी कम चल रही है। पर जब ये ख़त्म होगा, फिर से कैंप स्टार्ट होगा, फिर से कंपटीशन होने लगेगा, तब मेरा यही एम होगा कि 2022 में जो एशियन गेम्स हो रहे हैं उसमें, फिर उसके बाद सीनियर वर्ल्ड चैम्पियनशिप, और सबसे बड़ा एम जो मेरा है वो पेरिस ओलंपिक का है। वो अचीव करने के लिए मुझे पहले ये दो स्टेप पे मेडल जीतना पड़ेगा। ये मेरा गोल है। थैंक यू।
I'm sure everyone must have learned a lot about rowing today. So thank you for that, Sir and Mrunmai. We and the audience have a few questions to ask you. So if you could answer them. So the first question is to Mrunmai. What attracted you to the sport rowing?
बेसिकली जब मैंने रोइंग स्टार्ट किया था तब मैं खुद इंटरेस्टेड लेके नहीं गई थी। मेरे पापा ने मुझे लाइक ज़बरदस्ती भेजा था कि तेरी इतनी अच्छी हाइट है, उसका कुछ फ़ायदा होना चाहिए। वैसे भी फिट रहने के लिए कुछ ना कुछ स्पोर्ट खेलना चाहिए हमें, इसलिए मैं रोइंग करने गई थी। और जैसे-जैसे मैंने स्टार्ट किया कि हमारे मतलब मैंने नासिक में स्टार्ट किया था। यहाँ पे बहुत बेसिक लेवल पे रोइंग चलता है, मतलब बहुत कम इक्विपमेंट्स है। तो छोटा बोट क्लब है हमारा। पर जैसे-जैसे मैं स्टेट लेवल, नेशनल लेवल खेलने लगी, वैसे-वैसे मेरा इंटरेस्ट बढ़ने लगा। मैं बाकी लोगों को देखने लगी कि अ, सच में इतनी बड़ी लेवल पे रोइंग कर रहे हैं लोग। तो वैसे-वैसे मेरा इंटरेस्ट बढ़ने लगा। और जब मैं बोट में बैठी, अ, उस इसके पहले तो पानी में बस स्विमिंग ही किया था। कभी रोइंग या बोटिंग जैसे कुछ किया नहीं था। पर जब खुद हम बोट चलाते हैं, वो जो फ़ील होता है, ये अलग स्पोर्ट है जो किसी ने नहीं किया है। वो करने से मुझे और इंटरेस्ट बढ़ने लगा।
So your dad was the one who encouraged you for the sport.
यस।
So the next question is again to you. Education and sports are really difficult to balance together. How did you happen to manage both of them?
जब मैं स्कूल में थी, तब मेरी स्कूल बहुत सपोर्टिव थी। मैं जो नेशनल में खेल रही थी उसके बारे में। उन्होंने मेरे एग्ज़ाम्स भी बाद में लिए। उन्होंने बहुत सपोर्ट किया। फिर उसके बाद जब मुझे 11th-12th के बाद ग्रेजुएशन का टाइम आया, तब फिर मैंने अभी ओपन यूनिवर्सिटी में एडमिशन लिया है, जिसमें अटेंडेंस ज़रूरी नहीं होता है, हमें बस एग्ज़ाम देना होता है। मतलब कुछ बस डिग्री होने के लिए मैं अभी ग्रेजुएशन कर रही हूँ। वैसे तो मेरा फुल फोकस अभी रोइंग पे ही है।
Okay, so I'm sure even Mrunmai agrees that both studying and sports cannot happen together.
No,
So you are in an open university, right?
yes.
So the next question is, what are the challenges you would face to the journey of being an international rower? What is your advice to young champions?
जब हम इंटरनेशनल लेवल पे खेलते हैं तब जो बाकी के इंटरनेशनल रोल्स होते हैं, बाकी कंट्री के प्लेयर्स होते हैं, वो बहुत साइंटिफिक पर्सपेक्टिव से स्टडी करके वर्कआउट, डाइट ये सब करते हैं। तो जब हमें उनके लेवल तक पहुंचना है, हमें उनके लेवल तक पहुंच के उनको कॉम्पीट करना है, तब हमें भी उतना नॉलेज होना चाहिए उस स्पोर्ट के बारे में, हमें कैसा वर्कआउट करना चाहिए, कैसा डाइट होना चाहिए। तो वो उस लेवल तक पहुंचने के लिए ये सब चीज़ों का स्टडी करना, यही सबसे बड़ा चैलेंज मुझे लगता है। और फिर उसके बाद जो है कि मैं यंग जनरेशन को यही कहना चाहती हूँ कि अगर आपका गोल बड़ा है, आपको इंटरनेशनल लेवल पे कुछ बड़ा अचीव करना है, तो आप एक ही लाइन चूज करो। आप स्टडी के साथ साथ स्पोर्ट्स नहीं कर सकते कि मैं आधा दिन पढ़ाई करूंगी, आधा दिन प्रैक्टिस करूंगी, ऐसे नहीं हो सकता, क्योंकि प्रैक्टिस के बाद उसका रिकवरी भी उतनी ज़रूरी होती है। तो मैं यही कहना चाहती हूँ कि अगर आपको स्पोर्ट्स खेलना है तो आप एक ही लाइन चूज करो और पूरा फोकस उस पर ही करो।
The training of the international people is different, whereas Indian rowing training is different.
I think so.
Thank you for that. So the next question is, who is your social support, your family, friends, coach, teammates who are constantly around you and because of whom you're taking these steps forward? How did they support and what do they mean to you?
फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल तो फैमिली की, जिन्होंने मुझे इतना स्टडी बाजू में रख के रोइंग करने के लिए इतना मोटिवेट किया। और फिर उसके बाद आते हैं इस्माइल सर की, जिन्होंने मुझे फर्स्ट टाइम कैंप में एंट्री दी विदाउट में, मतलब तब मैंने नेशनल मेडल नहीं जीता था। विदाउट नेशनल मेडल आपको कैंप में एंट्री नहीं मिलती। फिर भी इस्माइल सर ने मेरे ऊपर विश्वास दिखाया और मुझे कैंप में एंट्री दी। और फिर उसके बाद ही मेरी मतलब रियल जर्नी स्टार्ट हुई कि इंटरनेशनल लेवल पे। वो जब सर ने तब मुझे इतनी बड़ी अपॉर्चुनिटी दी, इसलिए मैं इतनी आगे आई। तो उनको मैं सबसे बड़ी सपोर्टर मानती हूँ। तो उनके वजह से मैं इतना सब आगे कर रही हूँ।
So you must be lucky having a sir who's so supportive.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. So next question is, who is your role model or inspiration?
जब मैं रोइंग में आई तब मेरे सामने ऐसा कोई रोल मॉडल नहीं था कि मुझे इसकी जैसी बननी है और इसके जैसा बनना है। पर अभी जब मैं देखती हूँ तब मैं पीवी सिंधु या फिर मेरी कॉम, इनको सामने रखती हूँ कि उन्होंने इंटरनेशनल लेवल पे, वर्ल्ड लेवल पे फर्स्ट सेकंड रैंकिंग जीता है। और मुझे यही एक चीज़ इंस्पायर करती है कि अभी तक कोई भी इंडियन वुमन ओलंपिक नहीं खेली है, वो सिलेक्शन उन्होंने पार नहीं किया है। तो यही मुझे चीज़ इंस्पायर करती है कि मुझे फर्स्ट वुमन बनना है जो ओलंपिक में खेले।
Wow, that's amazing. So your next question is, what are the specific hurdles that came through?
स्टार्टिंग में ऐसे देखा जाए तो मेरी जो 10th तक की लाइफ थी वो बहुत अच्छी गई है, मतलब मैंने बहुत मज़े किए हैं। पर जब कैंप में जाने की बारी आई तब इतनी दूर, मतलब हैदराबाद में रहना था मुझे, और पहले कभी भी इतनी दिन के लिए मैं नहीं रही थी। वो भी सभी अननोन लोग थे, मैं किसी को नहीं जानती थी। सभी अलग अलग स्टेट की लड़कियां थी, अलग अलग लैंग्वेज बोल रही थी वो। तो उनके साथ मैं कैसे मिक्सअप होंगी, या फिर वो सभी मतलब हर स्टेट से एटलीस्ट 4-5 लड़कियां थी, उनके पहले से ही ग्रुप थे। महाराष्ट्र से मैं अकेली लड़की थी, तो उनके साथ मैं कैसे बात करूंगी, वो मुझे अपने ग्रुप में लेंगे या नहीं लेंगे, वो एक मतलब मुझे ऐसे पहले था। अभी कुछ नहीं, अभी तो मैं बहुत अच्छी तरह से मेरे फ्रेंड्स बने सभी। और उसके बाद मैंने पहले इतनी ज़्यादा प्रैक्टिस कभी भी नहीं की थी। मतलब जब हम घर पे रहते तो हम सुबह 2 घंटा, शाम को 2 घंटा, इससे ज़्यादा प्रैक्टिस नहीं करते। जब हम कैंप में जाते हैं हम फुल टाइम उसके बारे में सोचते रहते हैं कि अभी शाम की प्रैक्टिस, दोपहर प्रैक्टिस, शाम सुबह की प्रैक्टिस है, कंटिन्यूसली प्रैक्टिस रहता है। तो वो मैंने कभी नहीं किया था। वो सबसे बड़ा मेरे लिए चैलेंज था कि ये मैं कर पाऊंगी नहीं कर पाऊंगी ऐसे, पर वो अभी अभी उसकी भी आदत हो गई।
So you were the only one from Maharashtra in the whole hostel?
या इन गर्ल्स।
Oh, okay. So the next question is, what is your biggest fear and what did you learn from it?
जब ओडिशा में जूनियर नेशनल था हमारा, तब मैं सिंगल स्कल में पार्टिसिपेट किया था मैंने। उसके पहले मैंने कभी भी सिंगल स्कल में पार्टिसिपेट नहीं किया था। और ओडिशा में बहुत बड़ी वेव्स होती है पानी में, उधर मतलब बहुत बड़ी रिवर है उनकी, उधर बारिश भी बहुत होती है। और नासिक में छोटी छोटी नदी है, वहाँ पे वेव्स कभी भी नहीं होती है, पूरा टाइम शांत पानी रहता है। तब मैंने मतलब कभी भी इतना विंड में वेव्स में नहीं कभी भी रोइंग किया था, और पहली बार मैं सिंगल स्कल में गई थी। तो सिंगल स्कल में मतलब उसके पहले मैं डबल स्कल में थी, तब ऐसे रहता है ना कि पार्टनर है मेरे साथ, कोई तो है, 2 लोग कर रहे। तब सिंगल स्कल में मैं बहुत डरी थी, तब मैंने नहीं जीता मेडल। मतलब मैं डर डर के वो कंपटीशन किया था। और फिर तब उसके बाद मैंने सोचा कि ऐसे नहीं हो सकता, मुझे कोई भी कैसे भी सिचुएशन में रोइंग करना आना चाहिए। फिर वो बारिश हो, वेव्स हो, विंड हो, कुछ भी हो, मुझे किसी भी हालत में रोइंग कर मैं मतलब कर सकती हूँ, ऐसे होना चाहिए। फिर उसके बाद मैंने किया प्रैक्टिस बहुत, फिर अभी सेटल हूँ थोड़ी।
So practicing in waves and rain is different from the normal practicing.
या बहुत फर्क होता है।
Or like you'll have to practice a lot, right?
You have to practice in the different weather conditions. So, like, Hyderabad is one of the best lake to all type of the weather conditions will be getting. Maybe hot and the cold and the choppy water, wind. This is very ideal for the. If you very fit in the Hyderabad rowing, you can anywhere in the world you can easily throw. That is one of the biggest advantage in the Hyderabad.
Okay, thank you. So for the next question we have, the next question is what's your training and nutrition regimen like?
तो जब हम कैंप में होते हैं, तब हमारा तीन सेशन में प्रैक्टिस होता है। एक सुबह 6 बजे स्टार्ट होता है, वो 8:30 9 बजे तक होता है। उसके बाद हमारा ब्रेकफास्ट होता है, वो हाई प्रोटीन ब्रेकफास्ट होता है। और उसके बाद हमें फिर 11 बजे सेकेंड सेशन होता है, जिसमें हम अर्गोमीटर या फिर वेट ट्रेनिंग ऐसे होता है। और फिर शाम को 4 बजे वापस प्रैक्टिस रहते हैं। सो टोटल हम दिन में सुबह 18 से 20 किलोमीटर और शाम को 8 किलोमीटर इतना रोइंग करते हैं।
8 kilometers is the practice you do?
हाँ।
And when do you get up in the morning for all of this to?
5 बजे तक।
Okay. Thank you. So the next question is, did you fail or did you underperform in a big event which was very important to you? How did you take it and manage the situation?
लास्ट ईयर 2019 में टोक्यो में जब जूनियर वर्ल्ड चैम्पियनशिप था, तब मैं 4 थी हमारी। और तब हम जिस दिन गए उसी दिन रात को मैं बीमार हो गई, मुझे बहुत वॉमिटिंग वगैरह होने लगा। और फिर मुझे लगा ठीक है, अब दूसरे दिन ठीक हो जाऊंगी, वॉमिटिंग है। फिर दूसरे दिन से मुझे हर रोज फीवर आने लगा। और तब हमारे साथ कोई स्पेयर प्लेयर भी नहीं था कि जो मेरी जगह पे खेल सके। पर फिर भी मतलब मैंने मेडिसिन लेके रेस खेली, पर वो मतलब ऐसे था कि कुछ नहीं दिया था मैंने। और ऐसे होता है कि जब हम टीम इवेंट में होते हैं, तो मेरी अकेले की वजह से बाकी तीनों लड़कियों का भी नुकसान होता है, तो ऐसे गिल्टी फील होता है। पर वो तीनों भी बहुत अच्छी पार्टनर थी मेरी। हमारे सर जेनिल सर भी बहुत सपोर्टिव थे, वो भी बोल रहे थे कि मतलब अभी मैं जूनियर लेवल पे ये फेस करूंगी, तो जब आगे जाके इससे भी बड़े इवेंट में ऐसा कुछ होगा, तब मैं इतना डरी नहीं होंगी, या फिर मैं अच्छी तरह से हैंडल कर सकूंगी उसको। तो वो मेरे लिए था कि इतनी दूर जाके मैंने कुछ भी नहीं परफॉर्म किया था।
must have been really difficult to not be well and then also do the competition. Okay, so we have a question from Balaji. When is the right age to start the rowing training? Sir, if you could answer this.
If you say the rowing, the right age, that is the 13. Yeah, 12 years. If you have actually rowers need a good physics first thing, good height. So the Murunamai has a 6 feet height almost. So she'll get a good advantage. If you have a good height, if the age not doesn't matter. If you some boys and girls may 14, 15, they don't have height, don't have physics, but they may not be suitable for the rowing. But the rowing need a good physique, good height also. If it's a 12 or 13 years age, generally we recommend 13, 14 years. So I telling the 13, 14 years, the Rowing Federation of India, they conduct in the under 15 the categories, the competitions. The 14 and 15 generally. That one event introduction under 13 years. So the boys and the girls attract to the rowing sports. I think 13, 14 years is a good age, but we need a lot of good physics, good height and advantage.
So there's a question from Ajay. Who does one have to approach to join the rowing at Hyderabad?
Presently, I am in the national camp in the Pune, but there is only one rowing center in the Hyderabad Hussain Sagar Lake. Toward the Buddha Bhavan, the election commission, toward the Secunderabad, there is a youth hostel. Behind there is a rowing club is there. Generally, that area with some army sailing clubs there. Most of the people say feeling that the area belongs to the army. No, there is army clubs there between, but the Telangana Water Sports Center is there. There is established from long back before 2002 in the national games time. Before that, the rowing also conducted the same thing. And that place will come anyone. The rowing coach is there. The BB Rao, Satish is there. But unfortunately, I'm in the national camps for the last 2 years. I'm out of station. Anybody can contact the coaches anytime.
Yeah.
They can start the rowing.
Thank you for that, sir. Sir, this is a question to you. How do you manage coaching during this pandemic?
Yeah, most of the sports affected by the COVID-19. None of the every sports, most of the sports, especially outdoor sports, is more affected. But we need to practice, go to the water. Maybe we need the boards, but to strictly follow the government's rules and regulations. Away from the club in the 2-3 months. After that, then we started. We don't know when is finished the COVID-19. Still, most of the clubs not yet open. So the Sports Authority of India and the Rowing Federation of India and the coaches, we started the online webinars coaching. May not be in the going water, but we Monday to the Saturday from morning 6:30 to 8:30, 2 hours, 1 hour on the physical activities, like in the some general endurance circuit, some strength endurance, some yoga, some rest of the part 1 hour. Go to teach the some technical, theoretical that is most important. As a coach, I believe even as well as the physics, we need more theoretically. We need the knowledge of the sports. We'll cover the last 5 months. We give the most of the classes conducted. We give them a lot of knowledge to the sports person as well as the coaches also. After that, yoga is conducting some physio stretching exercise we're conducting. Like it continue the last 5 months, we make keep fit. Compulsory they came to the webinar. Mostly 300 to 400 boys and girls attended. Some of them follow on the Facebooks. But we monitoring the 5 or 6 coaches panels. We check each and every one. We correct the technique. We watch like in the physically boards, rowing clubs, how they teaching. We correct everything and monitoring the each other.
So there's this question from Charan. He's asking what rowing facilities are available in Hyderabad when compared to any other states?
I already explained that Hyderabad is only one rowing club in the Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. Okay. After the 2002, there was a lot of boats imported for the national games purpose in imported boats. Then after that 2005, Rowing Federation of hosting the Asian Championship in the Hyderabad. After that, our boats club is one of the richest, well-equipped boats club in the country. So so many national camps from the 2002 to 2018 till 19 also conducted the national camp senior and junior. We have the lot of boats and modern boats and modern equipment and good facilities. And the water also different. I already explained. Hyderabad water is suitable for any type of conditions. So there's a lot of advantage you'll get in the Hyderabad. So we won so many medals. Even Hyderabad's rowing, when they practice in the Hyderabad, even the Murunmai know most of the girls and the boys. But when we're not feeling the outside any country in Europe and the Asian countries, maybe water, choppy or wind. So we are used to everything, the climate conditions. That is the most of the advantage. This is a hub for the rowing for the country.
Wow. So there's this question from Revati. Mrunmai, what have been the most memorable rowing moments when you started rowing with your father? What did you experience before it became a professional sport for you?
जब मैंने स्टार्ट किया था रोइंग तब ये जो रोइंग बोट होती है वो बहुत नैरो होती है, तो पहले पहले से डर लगता है कि गिर जाएंगे, बैलेंस कैसे होगा। पर और रिवर में हम मतलब सुबह सुबह ही करते हुए प्रैक्टिस, तब जब हम रोइंग करते करते सनराइज या फिर शाम को सनसेट देखते, वो सबसे ज़्यादा मतलब मेरे लिए मेमोरियल चीज़ होती है कि हर रोज का सनसेट और सनराइज देखना। ये जब मैंने स्टार्ट किया था तब फर्स्ट टाइम मैंने ऐसे फील किया था कि जब ऐसे हम पिक्चर में देखते हैं कि बोट, रिवर, फिर सन, मतलब ट्रीज, ऐसे जब मैंने फील किया खुद, वो मेरे लिए सबसे अमेजिंग था। और मेरे पापा भी जब कॉलेज में थे तब वो भी रोइंग करते थे, COEP कॉलेज पूना में, तब उनके साथ भी मैंने कभी कभी रोइंग किया है 2-3 बार, तो वो भी बहुत अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस होता है कि पापा के साथ रोइंग करना।
So your dad must have been a kind of inspiration to you.
Yeah.
Wow, nice. Okay, this is a question from Nagesh. He's saying, Mrunmai, what has been your biggest win till now? What has been your toughest win till now? What was the role of your teammates in that win?
नहीं, मुझे नहीं समझ में आया।
Okay, what has been your biggest win till now?
तुम्हारी कामयाब क्या है अब तक का सबसे
Biggest achievement?
थाईलैंड में जो था हमारा इंडोर एशियन चैंपियनशिप, वो अभी तक की मेरी सबसे बड़ी अचीवमेंट है। और तब हमारी 8 लोगों की टीम थी, बस 4 सीनियर थे, 4 जूनियर थे, और वो हमने गोल्ड मेडल जीता था मिक्स 4 में। तो 2 लड़के 2 लड़कियां, वो हमारी बहुत अच्छी टीम थी, हम सभी बहुत अच्छे फ्रेंड्स है, और वो सबसे अच्छी अचीवमेंट थी या फिर अच्छी कंपटीशन थी मेरे लिए।
What has been your toughest win till now? मतलब which was really tough?
जो मेरा फर्स्ट इंटरनेशनल था साउथ कोरिया में, तब मेरी पार्टनर तेलंगाना की थी हेमलता, और वो मेरे से छोटी है 2 साल, तो हमारी डबल स्कल थी और मेरा फर्स्ट टाइम था इंटरनेशनल में। वो खेल के आई थी एक बार इंटरनेशनल में, तब मुझे ऐसे बहुत डर लग रहा था कि कैसे होगा हमारा, फर्स्ट टाइम इतनी बड़ी जगह गए हैं, उधर सब कुछ नया है, पर वो मतलब टफ था मेरे लिए। वो बहुत सपोर्टिव थी मेरे साथ, पर हमें मेडल नहीं मिला, हम बहुत पीछे आए, 7-8 रैंक पे आए, पर वो मेरे लिए बहुत टफ था कि पहली बार बाहर जाके खेलना डबल स्कल में, वही था।
Must have been really scary to go somewhere else.
हाँ।
Yeah.
और मैं इंटरनेशनल मतलब कंट्री के बाहर भी फर्स्ट टाइम गई थी, तो वो भी होता है कि हम बाकी किसी को नहीं जानते, बाकी हमारे बारे में क्या सोच रहे होंगे, बहुत हम सोचते रहते हैं। बस कंपटीशन में बाकी भी बहुत चीज होती है, उधर का खाना हमें सूट होता है, कभी नहीं होता है, ये सब चीजें भी थी तब।
Thank you for that. So this is a question from Niranjan. He's saying, Ismail Beg, sir, this question is for you. How to see the future of rowing in India?
Future, you can say you have to go a little bit backside. We won the first medal in 1982, the bronze medal. From 1982 to 2002, we have won the only bronze medals in the Asian Games. I'm talking about the Asian Games only, but we won the so many medals in the Asian Championship. When you're talking Asian Games, then we go to the Olympics. Maybe Asian Championship is international competition. We're not talking. We have the so many medals. We continue won the bronze medals in the 82 to 2002. One of the presidents, he said, we are fed up with the bronze medals. Then as a coach, still my federation, if we won the any bronze medal, no, I am hesitant to say we won the bronze medal. Most of the people very happy as a coach of players is feel we won the medals bronze medal. But as a coach, I very hesitant to inform we won the bronze medals. The first time we won the silver medal in the Doha Asian Games in 2006. Till after that, 2010, we won the gold medal in the Asian Games. My star rower Bajrang Lal Thakur is Padma Shri. He won the first gold medal the rowing in the 2010. The same year, we won the 3 more silver medals. After that, 2014 for me as a coach, I am last 20 years as a chief coach, national coach in the country. Every player, every coach has one fall down. I see the fall down in 2014. We won the only 3 bronze medals. There are so many reasons. After that, we come back again in 2018. I can't say it's a very good performance, but we won 3 medals, including 1 gold in the last Asian Games. Okay, from bronze to we reach Asian Games, in Asian Games gold medal, and we also continue qualifying in the Olympics. When you first qualifying in the Sydney, we are in the last position. In the Athens also almost in the 28th place. In the last Rio, we reach up to the 30th place. And we also reach till the 12th place in the World Championship. That is our good achievements, but this is not enough to improve our, we need more improve. We have to reach much more. We target in 2024 and 28 Olympic, you have to do much better in performance. Before that, we have target maybe more gold medals. We won the only one gold medal in the Asian Games, but in the coming age 2002 Asian Games, we made 3 to 4 gold medals. That is our target. Then we think about the Olympic medals. Compared to, we can't say we are very, first I already informed we are very rich in the performance, but it's not sufficient, we're not satisfied from that, but we have to do more for the country to proud to make it in the Olympic level to take.
Thank you for that. So the next question is again from Niranjan. What are the biggest challenges of practicing this sport in India?
We have some lack of, that's the main thing, the rowing equipment-based sports. Like other sports, we can't be training in the indoor type. There is indoor rowing that is different, but the main rowing in the water, the river, water, we need a lot of infrastructure. That is very expensive. Most of the 99% of most of the infrastructure from the imported. We need a lot of money to organize and maintain the practice. So most of the rowing centers in the army-based level and the government only. Very few have conducted in the private. There is one Bhopal is maybe in the state government, and one Madras and some Calcutta clubs. They started with the Britishers that time. They only conducting run by the private bodies in the clubs. Most of them from the army or government bodies. That is one of the reasons we can't spread out the so many centers. Now governments coming up, and rowing federation of and coming. Most of the states coming up slowly. Now it's spread out to 25 states now, and each state have 3 to 4 clubs. So slowly it's spread out now. They've brought the new imported boards, now more popular compared to the previous.
Okay, so the next question is from Samjit. How does one do rowing indoors?
On the indoor also recently started, in India also last 5 years back we started in the indoor rowing. That's very simple. There is one machine concept made by the USA. Not only rowers, the machines used by most of the modern, you can see in the very modern gym, the concept 2 machines. There are so many machines, but the concept 2 is most ideal, perfect, and for the rowing and the competition for the training. We are using the concept 2 machines. We also started already conducted 4 national championship, national level. We also won a lot of medals in the even the Mrunmayee, the last indoor championship. We won the 7 gold medals, including 11 medals, including 7 gold medals. She also won the 2 gold medals, and we also record one time record in the men's doubles pair.
Thank you, sir. And the next question is from Kishore. He's asking, what do you see are Mrunmay's strengths or weaknesses, and how did you help her overcome her challenges?
Every rovers have some good strengths, some weaknesses. As a coach, we find out, we first see the 3 4 months in the camps, carefully they study each rover's weaknesses and strengths. We improve the strengths much more better, and we find out the weaknesses with different type of the methods with how to handling, how to improve and taken out the weaknesses. Maybe technically, yeah, physically, yeah, mentally. What will be. For mentally, we take support from the psychologist, and technically, we show that videos. We taken her own videos. Yeah, show the some good rovers videos and demonstration from the maybe in the YouTube and the international competitions videos, and you show and bring the confidence to why you are doing, where to do this to change the technique and maybe something. So this type of technique methods to use and taken her advantage strength is the height. Before telling height is most important, like in the volleyball, basketball. 5.5 feet, 5 feet boys and girls may not be good player in the volleyball or basketball. Similarly, in the rowing also, if you are the 6 feet girls, very rare to see you will be available in the India. Generally, we have that don't mean 100 and 135 crores population in India. We don't see that we don't have that. We have a lot of talent. The problem is in the India, our culture, maybe our discipline, the girls not to coming up with the sports. The parents may not be they willing to send the girls. I salute to the parents who sending the girls to the sports, not only rowing the any sports. The sports give the different life to them. The sports teaches the discipline. Sport is the competition. How to hold the pressure. One thing the Mrinmay first said, you decide the sports education. I am not agree that.
Yeah.
I am not agree with the sports. You can do both. I am very love and enjoy when they are teaching the kids. Still, I am the national coach. I am seeing the top seniors. Sometimes when you come to Hyderabad, you have a lot of kids from the sports school. They maybe 8 to 9 years, 10 years. When I am coaching in the Bangalore, the parents coming wake up at 4:30 or 5 o'clock. They come to the club and the training. They back to the 7:30 to schools. They bring the breakfast in the pack. They they vary the club facilities there. They change your dress and the bath and go to the school and evening come back. Some of the parents more interested in the sports. The parents should be come out. They bring the not to go a Olympic, Asian Games, international games. To bring the sports, any sports, maybe running, athletic, tennis, cricket, what will be. Bring the children to the sports, like them physically fitness. The sports teaches discipline and physics and mentally fit. They even the some parents had, join the camps. Maybe the girl is very important in the 10th standard. Very rare to the parents when we skip the 10th standard. The parents said, "It's okay, sir. I am this year. I skip the 10th class. We'll do the next time. Just focus on the sports." She is focused on the sports. She won the medal in the silver medal. After the next year, she won the 75-80% marks. Most of the people feel the parents and if you go to the sports, fail ho jayega, marks nahi aayenge. No, that is not. I think I see the most of the when they sincerely the practice, they want the good marks also in the studies.
Yeah.
And more tough.
Okay. Thank you, sir, for that. So, Mrunmay, this is a question to you from Shankar. Mrunmay, what was the best advice you received in life and in rowing?
सोचना पड़ेगा.
Yeah, you can think about it. I'll ask another question. Yeah. So, sir, the next question to you is from Chandu. He's asking you, how do you see rowing growing and the opportunities for the young rowers who are good at this sport?
There's so many young joining now. The opportunity side, no, in India they see some state in the country that the sports policies, maybe education side or job sides. Yeah. Some government is promising 1%, 0.5%. Even the Telangana also announcing the 0.5%, I think, for the education. I can happily say that one of our rover on the scholarship is on the medicines. Some of the join in the good engineering college because of the sports. They come in the from 9th, 10th, before they join the rowing, they won the medals in the national levels, international levels. They got the good opportunity to medical engineering college. Some of them joined the armed forces in the navy, some of them in the ITPP in the police. They got a good opportunity from the education side, from the job also side. Other thing, we are going to be more physically healthy, maybe physically we have a lot of improvement. That is the most important.
Thank you, sir. The next question is from Neelima. What do you find unique in this girl? How do you spot her talent?
She has the main important height, and she is very hard worker. She also said she never won any medal, but if you want to come with the national camp, she must be won the medals.
Yeah.
But I have the opportunity, I have the freedom to give the federation. When I am selecting the boys or girls, I know I have to give the responsibility for that.
Yeah.
He should be give the good performance in international levels. So I am trust her. She is come to join the camps and the training and give her best. She won the medals for the country.
Thank you, sir. So, Mrunmai, this is a question for you. Did you face any injuries while training or rowing? How did you overcome them?
जब मैं 2018 के नेशनल कैंप में थी, तब मुझे लोअर बैक इंजरी हुई थी. इतनी सीवियर नहीं थी, थोड़ी सी थी. पर कैंप खत्म होने के बाद जब हम घर पे आए, तब मैंने रेस्ट लिया, डॉक्टर को दिखाया. उन्होंने भी मतलब फिजियोथेरेपिस्ट थे, उन्होंने भी मुझे कुछ मेडिसिन दिया, कुछ ट्रीटमेंट दिया, और फिर उसके बाद मैं रिकवर हो गई, क्योंकि हमें बीच में ब्रेक था 1-1.5 मंथ का, तो तब तक मैं ठीक हो गई थी. बाकी कुछ ऐसे बड़ी इंजरी नहीं हुई मुझे.
So you had a lower back injury?
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay.
This is common in the rowing, the back, not injury set back pain. That is maybe any sports they have some injuries. That is the temporary, is not a permanent. You can't be feel if you go to sports with spine or maybe back, knees. If you play running, if you maybe knee problems, some of sports and back problems come. This is maybe temporary. You can't say this is the permanent.
Yeah. Thank you. So the next question again is Mrunmai for you. From Naresh, what is your favorite cross training workout other than rowing? How do you alternate that along with rowing?
रोइंग के साथ साथ जब मैं रोइंग स्टार्ट किया, तब मुझे रनिंग बिल्कुल भी पसंद नहीं था, क्योंकि मतलब मैं नहीं करती थी, मुझे रोइंग बिल्कुल पसंद नहीं था. मतलब मैं से हार्डली 500 मीटर्स भागती थी, फिर रुक जाती थी. पर जैसे जैसे मैं कैंप में गई, फिर उधर लॉन्ग रन था, मतलब पहले 6 किलोमीटर, फिर 10 किलोमीटर, तब मुझे से बहुत टेंशन आता था कि मैं कैसे करूँगी ये. पर जैसे जैसे आदत हो गई, सर भी बहुत ऐसे करते थे, कर सकती है. बाकी के मेरी दोस्त भी मुझे सपोर्ट करती थी. और फिर उसके बाद अभी मुझे रनिंग वाला दिन बहुत पसंद है. मुझे रनिंग करना भी बहुत अच्छा लगने लगा है. और अभी लॉकडाउन में भी मतलब मैंने ऐसे सोचा कि अगर मेरी रनिंग वीक है, तो मुझे रनिंग पे कुछ इम्प्रूव करना चाहिए. तो अभी मैं लॉकडाउन में ज़्यादा रनिंग करना स्टार्ट किया, तो अभी मुझे अच्छा लगने लगा है रनिंग.
So you didn't like rowing at the start and eventually you liked it?
हाँ.
And now so you run during this pandemic, you've been running, right?
Yeah.
And how many kilometers or do you run? Do you have a specific?
10 to 12 kilometers.
Oh, every day or?
No. Twice.
Twice a week. Okay. So this is a question from Neha to Mrunmai. Does your height, which is a great advantage for your sport, put you in an uncomfortable situation anytime?
No.
No, it doesn't. Okay. Thank you for that. So, sir, this is to you. This question is to you from Soma. Can we start rowing at the age of 10?
I say that I'm not recommended for the 10 age. Until there is very good physics. You can introduce maybe 8 or 10 years, there is no problem. But in the boat, like when some parents come with the children, I advise the parents, let them bring the children to the sports, let them enjoy, let them play them only, kindergarten schools, nurseries.
Yeah.
No, they're not studies, not important. Just to used to the ground. That type is okay, but not a serious. Some parents come, maybe their dreams within 2-3 years they may be champion. That type attitude, with parents, I just avoid that. Bring the children to the any playground. Let them they enjoy what they want. Just a play to used to the sports. If you see the different categories, age categories, maybe they maybe follow the one of the good, maybe the role model, they slowly become the interest in the sports. That type is okay. We're not with one proper aim, within 2-3 years where maybe become a champion, maybe sub-junior, a junior. That type may not be suitable. To bring for the attached with the any sports and the practice that enjoys, there's no problem.
There's another question from Sohan. How compulsory is swimming necessary to row?
Yeah, but rowing is a water-based sports. We are always in the water. Sometimes very dangerous. Main basic swimming, that like 50 meters we can swim without aid, but most of the swimming pools are 50-meter length, and 3 to 5 minutes maybe floating without aid. That is the minimum qualifications by the rowing federation, maybe international body, to self themselves if they fell down. But boat is very safe, there is no problem. But mainly if you even if you have a good swimmer, that water fear may not be become a good rower. That water fear should be gone, should be out. So the swimming is the most must, and the water fear should not be in the mind. Sometimes you have to go big lakes, sometimes like the Hussain Sagar, evening time, sometimes big storms come, big wind and the choppy waters. But they have to stay in the boat. Even boat will be much have the buoyancy. If you can stay on the boat, if you fell down, capsize, you can stay on the boats maybe hours, no problem. But swimming is a must.
Yeah. Thank you. So, sir, this is a question from Abhijit, and he's asking, what are some of the basic things that you advise a young child who comes to you to train in rowing?
Mostly first, who's bring childs come, I just frankly speak to the parents. Some parents bring the children to club. Maybe they have my different mind. They have different aim in it. I just ask the parents, what is your aim with your children?
Yeah.
According to that, if he more serious for the rowing, if the boy or girls may not be suitable that sports, we don't be waste with so many years. Maybe they feel but I came these sports with good dreams and maybe a lot of expectations. If your boy and girl may be so physical, more suitable for the sports, yeah, only for the physical conditions, yeah, maybe you have good dreams, maybe to go Olympics, Asian Games, international level. You can see these girls or boys may be more suitable. Then I frankly speak to the parents, then I advise to them, then continue to ask it.
Oh, okay. So, sir, this is your last question. This is the last question. It's from Vinay, and he's asking, are there any private clubs that offer training for rowing? If yes, where are they?
In Hyderabad, there is only one club. If you go to all over India, first we have to know which city they want to. They're asking. They have the Chennai, there are clubs, 2 clubs. In the Kodaikanal is the clubs, and Bhopal have the one government organizes the clubs, and the Calcutta have most of the clubs in the 4-5 clubs there, Calcutta, and Delhi have the one based the army clubs. The Pune have few clubs in the army and the civil they have the clubs. The Nashik have the clubs. Chandigarh, the Punjab have 3-4 clubs in the universities, and the Chandigarh they have the clubs. If he particularly ask the which city from him, then I can advise them. Easy.
Thank you for that. I'm sure everyone must have learned a lot about rowing today. So I now pass it on to Swapan for the vote of thanks.
Okay, thank you, Nishka, for interacting with our guests today. And I would like to congratulate Mrunmayee again for all your achievements. And a big thank you for such an inspirational talk. It's amazing how you not just manage your studies in sports, but excelled at them, winning medals for our country.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ismail sir, for your insights on rowing. We did learn a lot about the sport, and the future of the sport looks bright. I'm sure many of us would pursue it in the days to come. And to our audience, thank you for listening and asking questions. The recording of this session will be available on our Facebook and YouTube pages. Please come back to watch again and share it with others on #Hyderabad Runners, #Beyond the Track. Did I tell you that November is our month as kids? So we will be back next Saturday at the same time with yet another young athlete's inspiring story. Until then, this is Swapan from Hyderabad Runners signing off. Stay safe and stay healthy. Bye.